A, B, C, D, E and F are 6 persons who have joined 6 different banks. OBC, Punjab National Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda and State Bank of India by scoring different marks in the written exam of a maximum of 200 marks. So they've scored different marks in a written examination which had maximum of 200 marks. And marks are an integer value, right? Marks are an integer value. Then they all are sitting around a circle facing the center with equal distance. All of them are sitting around a circle facing the center with equal distance. So if you see, there are 3 parameters. The persons, names of the persons A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 persons. 6 banks which are OBC, PNB, the Punjab National Bank, then BOM, Bank of Maharashtra, BOI, Bank of India, BOB, Bank of Baroda and SBI, State Bank of India. So that's the second parameter. And the third one is marks because they've scored different marks in the written examination which had maximum of 200 marks, right? So 3 things have to be arranged around the circular table, right? The persons, the banks and the marks. And also one point given to us is marks are an integer value, right? Now see, they all are sitting around a circle facing the center with equal distance. So that's the point which you have already looked at. From this point onwards, the clues have been given. Like C is second to the right of the person who joined Bank of Baroda, whose score is 169 marks, which were the third lowest marks out of the 6 students. So if you actually see, we know that there are 6 different values given to us. I mean, if you just throw a glance, there are numbers given here in the data, right? 169, 174 somewhere, 170 here, 164, 172. So different values have been given, which are like marks. And of course, based on their marks, they can be ranked. Like here he's talking about third lowest marks, then second highest marks and all that, which means he is also referring to the position. First position, second position and so on, right? Here you see second highest marks and all. So what we can do is, we can, have a separate list based on their marks. Like first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Remember, highest to lowest. This is highest. This is lowest. Alright? So we'll put the marks here. I mean, marks, names may not be known to us, but marks at least. In terms of marks, which is the highest score, which is the second highest score and so on. Right? So if you read the first point, it says C is second to the right of the person. C is second to the right of the person who joined Bank of Baroda. So that's a simple point, right? C is second to the right of the person who joined Bank of Baroda. So let me draw, we'll put the marks here, right? You don't have to do all this in the exam, by the way, right? I'm just trying to do it neatly so that you can follow it easily, right? You won't be awarded any marks for neatness in the exam. So what I'm going to fill up in the cells is the marks, right? Let me draw a circle. I may have to draw 2 or maybe 4 circles depending on the complexity here. So 6 persons have to be arranged. These are the 6 positions, let's say, right? These are the 6 positions. Now, look at the first point. It says C is second to the right of the person who got selected in Bank of Baroda. C is second to the right of the person who joined Bank of Baroda. So let's assume this person joined Bank of Baroda. Remember, all of them are facing center. When all the persons are facing center, left is towards clockwise and right is toward the anti-clockwise direction. These are all standard points which we have discussed in our video. So go back to the videos and refer if you have not done that already. And whenever persons are facing center, we prefer to start from the bottom of the circle. If the persons are facing outwards, we prefer to start from the top of the circle, right? For some very obvious reasons which you can learn through the videos. So it says C is second to the right of the person who joined Bank of Baroda. So Bank of Baroda guy is this. We don't know the name and marks, but he's the person. C is second to the right of this person. Now right of this person is in the anti-clockwise direction. Right is always anti-clockwise when persons are facing center. So C is second to the right. So first and second, C comes here. Right? C is second to the right of the person who joined Bank of Baroda, whose score is 169 marks. Now understand, whose score? Whose here refers to whom? The person who joined Bank of Baroda. Remember, who, whose, which, all this refer to the preceding person, right? Whose score? So, who joined Bank of Baroda, and this person's score is 169 marks. So, the one who joined Bank of Baroda, he scored 169 marks. Which were the third lowest marks? He scored 169, which were the third lowest marks out of all the 6 students. So, basically, this person who has scored 169 is third lowest, has got the third lowest marks. See, lowest is this, second lowest and third lowest. So, we can say third lowest is 169. You're able to follow? 169 marks, third lowest. Third lowest does not mean that you have to put it here, right? This is third highest. Third lowest is from right to left. So that's the first point, right? We know C, we know BOB, and we know that BOB guy has scored 169 marks. Next point, A is immediate to the left of the person who is opposite to the person who joined State Bank of India, who is not near to F. Now, if you try to look at the second statement, it doesn't really connect with anything given in the first statement. See, in the first statement, we know about C, we know about Bank of Baroda, and we know about 169. But look at the second statement. It says A is to the immediate left of the person who is opposite to the person who joined SBI, who is not near to F. So A, SBI, F, all three or none of these three have been plotted on the circle already. So this statement is not going to help us immediately. Definitely the information given is valuable, but we cannot use it immediately here, right? So let's go to the next point. B scored the second highest marks and did not join Bank of India. B scored the second highest marks. B scored the second highest marks. So second highest marks scored by B. I mean, if at all you want to make a note of it, right? B scored the second highest marks and did not join Bank of India, but is second to the left of the person who scored 174 marks. So B did not join Bank of India, but he is second to the left of the person who scored 174. Now again the same problem. We have neither Bank of India nor 174 marked on the circle so far. So we cannot really use this information. So we'll come back to this statement, right? We are looking for something which connects with any one of these three. D is seated opposite to the one who joined Bank of India. Again, not useful. D and Bank of India have not been used so far, right? D is not near to B. D is not near to B. Again, this also will not be useful. E has not scored lowest marks. E has not scored lowest marks. Now, E has not scored lowest marks means what? E will not come in this cell, right? This is not for E. But how does it help us? Doesn't really help. C is immediate to the left of the one who joined State Bank of India. Now, this is useful, right? The next statement that is useful is this one. Why? Because it talks about C who has already been placed on the circle here, right? C is immediate to the left of the one who joined State Bank of India. Let's stop here. We'll continue with the later part. C is immediate to the left of the one who joined State Bank of India. So C is on the immediate left of SBI. C is on the immediate left of SBI. If C is on the immediate left of SBI, SBI is on the immediate right of C. Yes or no? When all of us are facing the same direction, center or outwards or north or east or west or south, if I am towards your left, you are towards my right. Right? So it says C is on the immediate left of SBI. If C is on the immediate left of SBI, SBI is on the immediate right of C. Immediate right of C is this position. Right is always anti-clockwise when persons are facing center. So that is SBI's position. And C scored 170 marks. And C scored 170 marks. C scored 170. Make a note of that. C scored 170. C scored 170. Now where will 170 come? I am sure 170 will be the third highest here. Because see, we know that marks are all integer value. So after 169, the next score can only be 170. It cannot be anything between 169 and 170. So we can put 170 here, which is for C. C scored the third highest marks. Right? C scored 170. Right? There cannot be 169.5 or 169.2 as a score there, right? All the marks are integers. So we have got two more data points here, SBI and 170. And the fact that we have got SBI now into picture, I think we can go back to one of the statements which use SBI. Look at this. SBI was given here, right? So maybe this statement can be used now. Because at that point of time, SBI was not there on the diagram. Now SBI is there. So use this. Just read this quickly. A is on the immediate left of the person who is opposite to SBI. So just look at this. A is immediate to the left of the person who is opposite to the person who joined SBI. Now SBI is here. Who is opposite to SBI? Bank of Baroda. We don't know the name of the person, but opposite is this position. So A is immediate to the left of the person who is opposite to SBI. Opposite to SBI is this. A is on the immediate left of this person. You understand? This person is opposite of SBI. A is on the immediate left of this person. Immediate left is what? Left is clockwise. Immediate left is this one. A. So A comes here. A is on the immediate left of the person who is opposite to SBI. So opposite to SBI, immediate left is A. Who is not near to F? Now who here refers to whom? SBI. Remember, who, whose, which, all these are for the preceding person, right? So who means the guy from SBI, right? The person who joined SBI is not near to F. Who is not near to F? So the guy from SBI is not near to F, which means F cannot be a neighbor of SBI. F cannot be a neighbor of SBI. If you look at the other, one side of SBI, we already have C here. The other side is vacant and F cannot come here. F cannot come in this position. F of course cannot come here because C is already seated. F cannot come here as well. F can come either in this position or in this position. You're able to follow. F should not be a neighbor of SBI. So done with that point as well. Right? Chalo, next point, we'll come back here, right? The person who joined P and B is second to the left of the one who scored 172. The person who joined P and B is second to the left of the one who scored 172. So P and B and 172 both are not there on the circle, so it doesn't really help. Let's jump to the next point. Quickly read all the statements. Basically, that's the idea, right? Read all the statements very quickly. The person who joined OBC did not score highest marks. So the person who joined OBC did not score highest. Nothing really useful here, right? One of the 6 students scored, which was a prime number. Okay, so one of the 6 students scored something which was a prime number. One of the 6 students scored something which is a prime number. Okay, so this again can be useful, but not immediately, right? The lowest scored mark is 164. The lowest scored mark is 164. This also have to remember. The lowest scored mark is 164. Lowest is 164. So this is lowest, 164. 164, right? Okay. And yeah, so if I have to just fill the cells here, look at this. We know that the lowest is 164. Fifth highest we don't know, or second lowest we don't know. Then this is 160 and 170. The other two values which are there on the data is 174, right? Look at this. 174 is given. So 174 can take any one of these two cells. And then we also have 172. So clearly 172 and 174 are more than 170. So 172 has to come here and 174 has to come here. Right? You understand? We're just filling the gaps. 172 and 174 are also there in the data, so they have to come here. And now we can actually conclude that B scored 172. And the highest guy has scored 174. Right? And by the way, what is this fifth score? How can we identify that? I think this point will help. One of the 6 students scored, which was a prime number. If you look at it, 174 is not a prime number. 172 is not a prime number. These are all even numbers, right? Even numbers are not prime numbers. Except 2, no even number is a prime number. So this is also not a prime number. 164 is also not a prime number. Is 169 a prime number? 169 is 130, 39. No, 169 cannot be a prime number. 169 is 13 times 13. Sorry, 169 is a perfect square. It cannot be a prime number. So clearly, see, understand, we know that 174, 172, 170, 169, 164, all these are not prime numbers. But we also know that one of the 6 values is a prime number. So definitely the value that comes here has to be prime. And it has to be between 164 and 169. Since we are arranging them in a particular order, ascending or descending, it has to be between 164 and 169. So what are the numbers between 164 and 169? 165, 161. I'll just write it. I mean, I don't know if there are multiple possibilities. Space may not be sufficient. So 165, 166, 167, 168. Right? These are the 4 values between 164 and 169. And which of this is prime? 166, 168 are ruled out. 165 is also ruled out. So 167 has to be the prime number, right? See, 165 is a multiple of 5. 166, 168 are multiples of 2. So these cannot be prime. 167. So we now know all the 5 values, basically. One part is done. At least the sequence of marks is known to us and all the marks are known. Okay. What do we do now? I think we have done the first reading. We have got some data points, but not sufficient enough. Can anything else be used? B scored the second highest marks and did not join Bank of India. Right? B scored second highest, did not join Bank of India, but second to the left of the person who scored 174. Now, who scored 174? It's not known to us. D is opposite to the one who joined Bank of India. That also is not known to us. D is not near to B. D is not near to B. E has not scored the lowest marks. None of these points can be useful, right? Immediately. Person who joined P and B is second to the left of the one who scored 172. P and B is second to the left of 172. Multiple possibilities again if you want to try that. The person who joined OBC did not score the highest marks. OBC did not score the highest marks. Okay. And this point we have already used. Let me underline this also. One of the 6 students scored, which was a prime number. So anything that has been underlined indicates it has been used, right? So what do we do? The person who, I think we have to see if there is we have to maybe consider multiple possibilities and do it very quickly. See, one thing, there are 2 ways to solve the question now. Either try to, deeply understand the statements given here and see what actually can be made out of it, right? Or if you think there are 2 possibilities, quickly try out both of them, fill up the gaps everywhere, And eventually you'll find out which one works, which one is complete. So we can do that as well, right? But are there 2 possibilities or 4 possibilities or 8 possibilities? We need to check. B scored second highest marks and did not join Bank of India, but second to the left of the person who scored 174. D is opposite to Bank of India. D is opposite to Bank of India. Will this be helpful? D is opposite to Bank of India. Yeah, I think D is opposite to Bank of India is helpful. Try and understand. D should be opposite to Bank of India. I think there are only 2 possibilities. There are only 2 ways in which this can happen. Look at this. Where can D come? Where can D come? That's what we are trying to analyze. All of you try and focus on this. We know that D is opposite to Bank of India. I'm trying to use this statement. D is seated opposite to Bank of India, BOI. Where can D come? Can D come here in this space? No, because D has to be opposite to Bank of India. Here we have SBI. So ruled out. Can D come here? No, because A is already occupied this seat. Can D come here? Possible. If D comes here, then Bank of India will come here, which is allowed, right? D and Bank of India can take these 2. Are there any other possibilities? Can D come here? No, because if D comes in place of SBI, with SBI, opposite has to be Bank of India. But what we have here is Bank of Baroda. So D cannot come here. Can D come here? Not possible, because this has been occupied by C already. Can D come here? Yes, D can come here as well. Because if D comes here, Bank of Baroda goes there. So basically, these 2 diagonally opposite positions are where D and Bank of India are fixed. Yes or no? These 2 positions are fixed for D and Bank of India. If D comes here, then Bank of India comes here, or vice versa, right? So I think we can take 2 cases and just try and fill it very, very quickly. So what I'll do is draw one more circle. Let me quickly draw another circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First of all, I'll fill up all the values that we know. SBI, C, 170, all the things that are definitely known to us, right? Bank of Baroda 169, A. I should also note down that F cannot come here because this may be useful elsewhere, right? So we have noted everything, right? SBI, C 170, BOB 169, A. Yeah. So now what we will do is, let's assume that in one case D is here, the other case D is here. So D comes here and this will be Bank of India. Then in the previous case, we can fix D and Bank of India accordingly, right? So D is here and Bank of India is here. Let's see what happens. So this point is done. D seated opposite to the one who joined Bank of India. D is not near to B. Look at this. D is not near to B. D is not near to B means what? D and B cannot be neighbors. D and B cannot be neighbors. So B cannot come in this position here. And B cannot come in this position here. You're able to follow. D is not near to B. D is not near to B meaning D and B cannot be neighbors. So B cannot come in this position. Anyway, this is occupied by C, so doesn't really have to worry about that. And B cannot come here in this case. This is occupied by A. So that's done, right? E has not scored the lowest marks. E has not scored the lowest marks. So E will not come for 164, which is okay. B scored the second highest marks and did not join Bank of India, but is second to the left of the person who scored 174. Who scored 174? Okay. Where will B come? I think it's clear if you look at the first case. Yeah, see, there are 2 things. Look at this. I think we are close. B has scored 172. We know that B has scored 172, right? B has scored 172. So try and see where can B come. Can B come here in this place? No, because B has scored 172 marks. It's known to us. Here already 169 is blocked. So B cannot come here. A is already seated, so B cannot come here. D is already seated, so B cannot come here. B cannot come here has already been noted. So B cannot come here. And this is for C. So the only choice left for B is this. B, who is in Bank of India, and he has scored 172. Yes or no? With respect to the first case, where will B come? We know that B has scored 172. So 172 and B have to be together. B cannot come here. A, D, C have occupied these 3 seats. So B anyway cannot go there. This seat was available, but we have noted for some reason that B cannot sit there. So the only choice left for B is this. Bank of India and 172. Similarly, see if something can be done here. A, D, C have already occupied these 3 seats. So B cannot come there. B cannot come here. B should either come for Bank of India or SBI. B should either come for Bank of India and SBI. But look at this again. B scored the second highest marks. This we have noted, and did not join Bank of India. B scored the second highest marks and did not join Bank of India. Okay, that point is clear, right? First case is wrong already. First case is eliminated. B scored second highest marks, did not join Bank of India. Look at this. B scored second highest, he did not join Bank of India. According to the case 1, we are getting B in Bank of India, which is against this statement. B did not join Bank of India. So first case is wrong. Done. See, something is wrong doesn't mean that you have to worry. You should be happy that that case is eliminated. Now this case has to be correct, right? So close it now. So B scored second highest, B did not join Bank of India. So B cannot come here in this place. B did not join Bank of India. So where can B come? See, this is A, D, C. B cannot come here. So B either goes for SBI or BOB. But we also know that B has scored 172 marks. And since this is 169, B cannot come here. So the fixed point is B comes here in SBI and he has scored 172. He and she has scored 172. Done. And now if you observe the second part of the statement says, so we don't have to worry about first case now, only focus on second case. It says B is second to the left of the person who scored 174 marks. Now B, but refers to the first person, right? But refers to the first person. So B is second to the left of the person who scored 174. Again, going by what we have discussed earlier, if B is second to the left of 174, B is second to the left of 174, 174 will be second to the right of B. 174 will be second to the right of B. Now 174 is second to the right of B. Right of B is anti-clockwise. So second to the right of B. First and second, this will be 174. 174 will be second to the right of B. Right? So 174 is for A. That also is fixed. Right? Done. Now anything else given there? Did we read all the statements? The person who joined, look at this, the person who joined Punjab National Bank is second to the left of the one who scored 172. So PNB second to the left of 172. Where is 172? 172 is here. PNB, Punjab National Bank, is second to the left of 172. Do that. Second to the left of 172. Left of 172 is clockwise. Second to the left, first and second. This will be PNB. Punjab National Bank. Right? So I think in terms of banks, we have done SBI, BOI, BOB, PNB. Right? Punjab National Bank is marked. SBI is marked. Bank of Baroda is marked. Bank of India is marked. What is left out? OBC and Bank of Maharashtra. OBC and Bank of Maharashtra. So that we have to figure out. What are the other points? The person who joined OBC did not score the highest marks. Done. See, the person who joined OBC did not score the highest marks. Highest marks is 174. OBC cannot come here. Because OBC did not score the highest marks. OBC did not score the highest marks. So OBC cannot come here. If OBC cannot come here, the only place where OBC can come is this. Because all other banks have been fixed. OBC cannot come here, we are saying. BOI, SBI, PNB, BOB are fixed. So OBC has to come here. And the moment OBC is fixed there, the only bank we are left with is Bank of Maharashtra. And Bank of Maharashtra has to come for A. So this is Bank of Maharashtra. I think we are done, right? Let me clear all the unwanted stuff here so that it looks a little neat, right? B cannot come is what we have marked, right? F cannot come in BOI, that also you remember. F was marked here, F cannot come here. I have deleted B because B is already fixed, right? So I think in terms of persons, A, B, C, D have been placed. E and F are left out. We know that F cannot come for BOI. F cannot come for BOI, so F has to come for Bank of Baroda. Right? And if F comes for Bank of Baroda, this should be E. E comes for Bank of India. So done. Persons are also done. Persons are done, banks are done. Only values are left. Now in terms of values, what all are fixed? 174, 169, 170, 172. 174, 169, 170, 172. 167 and 164. I think somewhere we know that, look at this, the point which has not been underlined. We have not used it so far, right? E has not scored the lowest marks. E has not scored lowest. So E did not score 164. If E did not score 164, the only other value available is 167. So E has scored 167. So 169 is also done. And the only thing left out is 164 now. 164 will go where? For D. It will go for D. Done. So this is the final arrangement. Right? You can check this now. I think, look at the persons A, B, C, D, E and F. In terms of banks, we have Bank of Maharashtra, Bank of India, State Bank of India, OBC, Punjab National Bank and Bank of Baroda. And values are 169, 174, 167, 172, 170 and 160. 164 is twice? No. 169, 174, 167, 172, 170, 164. True. Done. I think this satisfies all the conditions. Right? Done. So let's look at the questions now. I mean, I know the screen looks very clumsy here. I'll have to just clear up. I'll present the questions to you all, but let me clear all this crap. This is always a problem, right? When we underline so much, it becomes difficult to read the questions. But I'm sure answering the questions is a cakewalk now, right? Try and answer the questions. Just look at the second arrangement, right? Not the first one. First one is wrong. We figured that out, right? So answer the questions now. Well, I don't understand why is this. Sorry. Yeah. Answer the question now. Who amongst the following is from OBC? Who is from OBC? C. C is from OBC. 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way based on the given seating arrangement and thus form a group. Which is the one that does not belong to the group? So A, B, C, D, E. Out of these 5, 4 are similar in a certain way. A, B, C, D, E. I think, see, we cannot distinguish them based on the bank names. Maybe values only will give us something, right? So let's put down the numbers. A has scored 174. B has scored, where is B? 172. C has scored 170. D has scored 164. And E has scored 167. So I think based on numbers, if I have to take the odd one, 167, right? I can say that 167 is the only odd number there, or prime number. That's a even more solid reason, right? I would go for E. Multiple reasons, right? Out of all the values, only 167 is odd, only 167 is prime. I think those are the 2 reasons I have. Anyway, next question. Who is seated between D and the person from Bank of Baroda? Between D and Bank of Baroda. So D is here, and where is Bank of Baroda? Bank of Baroda is here. So between D and Bank of Baroda, who is seated? No one is seated. So none should be the answer, right? None should be the answer, right? 2 more questions, I guess. Let me just present those 2 questions as well. Yeah. So read this question now. Which of the following is true regarding the given seating arrangement? So which of the following is true regarding the seating arrangement? F is from Bank of Baroda. Where is it? Yes, F is from Bank of Baroda and seated immediate right of. Okay, F is from Bank of Baroda and he's seated immediate right of the person who is opposite to Bank of Maharashtra. No, I don't think that satisfies, because the one who's opposite to Bank of Maharashtra is C, and F is not on the immediate right of C. F is second to the left of C. So the first statement is wrong. First option is wrong. A is from Punjab National Bank. No, A is from Bank of Maharashtra. So here itself it gets wrong. E is from OBC. E is from OBC. No, E is from Bank of India. So here itself it gets eliminated. C scored 170. C scored 170, right? And is opposite to the one who joined Bank of Maharashtra. C scored 170. Yes, satisfied. You see? C has scored 170 opposite to Bank of Maharashtra. So option 4 should be the answer. Right? Option 4 has to be the answer. No need to verify option 5, but let's quickly check that as well. Person from Bank of Maharashtra is seated opposite to the one who scored 164. Bank of Maharashtra is opposite to 164? No. Wrong. So option 4 is the answer here. Last question. Which of the following is the order of marks in descending order? Order of marks in descending order. So I think A, B, C. You see already we have marked A, B, C, right? And who's got 169 here? 169, where is 169? 169 is F. And then I think we have E, right? E scored 167 and 164 was scored by D. So what's the order? A, B, C, F, E, D. A, B, C, F, E, D. A, B, C, F, E, D. Option 2. A, B, C, F, E, D. Right?